It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1813, recorded Thursday, January 7th, 2021. The worst of 2020. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we went through all of the episodes from 2020 and found the worst gadgets of 2020. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
And here he is, the best host of the Giz Wiz, Dick DeBartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. And you?
I'm doing good myself. Doing good. I would be the worst host.
No.
You were.
And I'm glad you clarified it. That when we said the worst of, we meant the worst of gadgets, not our worst performances, because there were too many to choose from.
Right.
So we thought, well, let's just do gadgets, the worst gadgets instead.
Right. We couldn't do a list of 52 of the worst episodes. That would have been
right. Well, we could, but we just didn't know what order to put them. So
exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we have a ton of gadgets, and we're kind of doing this traditionally because normally we would be at CES. We would be in Vegas covering CES. And so we'd pre-tape these shows so that we could go and be in Vegas. But obviously this year, very different. So we're still here. We're actually recording this on a normal day.
Yes. And the strange thing is the night that we are recording this show, January 7th, is normally a night we are at one of the big events called Showstoppers, because I noticed my ticket was for January 6th. So that would have been last night. I fly in the morning and go to PepCom at night. And then the show would have opened today. And then at this moment, we would be gearing up to go to Showstoppers. But instead, we're going back to look at some of the El Crappa stuff of 2020.
And we've, I guess right before we jump into the gadgets, how has your 2020 started off? We've been a week into 2021. Sorry, I said 2020, but 2021.
The emails are starting to become too much because
the press.
They are normally 4,500 exhibitors at CES, and now they are all emailing all that information. And it is, I was getting for a while 30 an hour.
Yeah.
And I've been in 4 Zoom meetings today, and it's going to be really difficult. We were talking before the show that, it's tiring. Going to Vegas is like for me, it's a whole day. And then there's all the walking around. But we do miss being able to walk up to something and see it. And if we like it, video it. Like someone emailed me today and said, oh, I got this new door lock and it does this and this. Well, if we were at Showstoppers or PepCom, you would walk up and they would have a door and they would show you a real demo. And here you watch it on Zoom, and what are they going to send me, a doorknob?
Right.
So
it's also
we're saving a lot of time.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Being in person would save so much time because you can just browse through the booths and booths of things and kind of just glimpse stuff. And there's just so many products that just don't fit what we cover. There's just so many things that's like, this is the newest desktop from Dell. It's like, we're not gonna cover that. Okay, moving on. This is a PC case. Here's our lineup of 20 PC cases. It's like, we're not gonna cover that. So you can kind of quickly read through this stuff. But when it's all on a Zoom meeting, you have to wait through their 20-minute presentation to get to the next 20-minute presentation. It almost, I wish that it was more like a waiting room almost situation where you had a big list and they had their press package. And so you could easily see their press video and you get a teaser of it. And then you can click in and then you join a room with them one-on-one.
Okay. Showstoppers
Love
had that today.
Oh.
Showstoppers had 12 in the lobby, quote the lobby, was 12 logos. And you would click on a logo and then a second screen came up and it would say press info, demo video, or join them live in their booth. So if I didn't recognize what the company did, I would just watch the little demo video and know that there's nothing for me to see. So that helped a little.
Right.
And,
that's exactly what it needs to be, but I don't think
Yes.
It's much easier to do a linear, like that's a very non-linear, you can click around, look around, jump in, talk to someone, jump out. That's what you want.
Yes.
But most people are sticking to the live stream strategy, like a TV channel, and it's like, I cannot handle this. It's not good.
Yes. And the other problem with the format that I just described is that if you jump in, the host says, "Oh, well, I'm in the middle of this, so do you want to come back in 3 minutes, or I'll just continue on and then you stay there and then I'll go back to the beginning." So it's not as seamless, but it is better than.
But that sort of thing would happen all the time. You'd show up in the middle of a conversation, kind of overhear what they were saying. Sometimes you could do that long enough just to get the info and go, oh no, this isn't for me.
Right. And also at Showstoppers, when we would get tired because the place is so big, our producer Josh would take a line.
Right.
Chad would take a line. I would take a line. We'd run down, meet at the end, and I go, two possibilities. Chad would say, well, I have one possibility. Josh would say, there's nothing in that row. So between the three of us, we could really edit the show down to the stuff we needed.
Right.
Anyway.
So I do lament not having those options. It does feel like it's so much more difficult to wade through the information this year compared to last year. So, but we're here. Whoops, we're here.
We're here, and Monday we're going to PepCom, and we'll see how they do it. And in a couple of weeks we'll have new stuff from CES. Maybe using their videos, or maybe getting it in person. We're not sure yet, but you will know what's happening at CES 2021. Whether you want to or not.
So, to jump into some of the worst gadgets, me and Dick both just looked at every gadget that we covered through the last year, and we kind of picked our least favorite. And by the way, if you're not up to speed, next episode will be the best gadgets. And so we kind of have like these gadgets that we feel like, I picked some that Dick showed off. I picked some that I showed off. Dick, did the same. So we're going to toss it back and forth. The first one is one that you said was one of your least favorite gadgets. So tell us about it.
Oh, okay. So when I saw the name Cuisinart, I thought, oh, this is an interesting idea. Cuisinart popcorn maker, or popcorn, whatever it was. And it turned out it was just a collapsible bowl, but I liked that idea because I could use a big bowl that collapses, not so much for popcorn, but just for anything, even the meetups. And it's a big bowl, and I figured Cuisinart, their name. I wasn't quite sure why Cuisinart was making something that sells for $12 because I'm kind of used to, that they're high-end stuff. So I opened it up. And the bowl unfolds pretty well. But the problem is when you try to recollapse the collapsible bowl, you put the cover on it. And there I'm reading the instructions. And it says very carefully is when you want to fold it back down, hold both handles, push down, and it just collapses in a weird way. I tried it many times, and I figured, I'm just going to send. I think when I bought it, it was $16. I think it's only $12 now. But I had not seen this on Amazon. There was no refund option. It says, if you're unhappy with this product, call this phone number. And you call that number, and they go, Cuisinart, what item is it? And I say the popcorn thing. It doesn't fold down. She said, oh, well, just keep that one. We'll send you another one. And they sent a second one, and it is exactly the same.
I have both videos because we did this. One of the reasons I'm glad this got into the worst videos is because we covered this twice. It was on multiple episodes because you got this second bowl.
Yes, I got the second one, and I thought, well, let's just
try it.
It's Cuisinart. Maybe it was a dud. It's just a terrible design.
Yeah.
So I just gave it to someone. I said, you want to use a bowl? Just keep it open.
It's semi-collapsible.
It's semi-collapsible. That's right. That's right.
It doesn't even seem like that great of a... It's like in the mushy middle of bowls. It's not quite
yes, exactly.
collapsible.
Exactly. And recently I saw something else like barbecue skewers is something branded Cuisinart. So evidently they've decided they can also make a lot of money just licensing their name to people.
Yeah.
So that is, and it's still for sale. It's still on Amazon.
Ooh, Cuisinart, they say, and then
yeah, exactly.
Get disappointed.
Yeah,
so,
it should have little letters, but not that Cuisinart.
exactly. But just licensed, That's...
Yes, exactly.
So
your first piece of crap.
My first piece of crap is from Chad's Crappy Corner, and this was the solar-powered month, and it was the solar-powered hat. So I have a little bit of the video here. This hat had a solar panel on the top, and the solar panel would power a fan that was on the bill of the hat. And it kind of made sense. If you're hot, you're going to be in the sun. So if you're in the sun, then the fan would cool you down. But what I vividly remember about this gadget was that the output of the fan was so small, so little. There was no possible way that it was ever going to give you any chill. It is blowing a little bit of air on my face. It is very distracting to see this spinning thing over my head, over my vision, basically. It kind of dips down into the bill just a bit. And it has a slight sound. It was just all around a crappy gadget. So yeah, I was not a fan of
it's a slow fan when you can actually count the blades as they go around.
Right.
1 revolution.
Right.
2 revolutions. Yeah.
Also, I mean, I just don't think that you're going to be winning any style awards with this hat. Is also pretty true. Now, this hat. I may have put this in a, I should have put this other one out of order from the email that I sent you. I'm going to change up the order here because we had another solar-powered thing.
Oh, yeah. So I saw that hat and I thought, well, you know what? I like the idea of a fan for a hat, but I like to wear an ABC cap or my powerboat cap, so I found a fan that is good to go on any cap. And actually, can you go to the Amazon page?
Yeah, totally.
Did I send you a link? Yeah. Okay. So on the Amazon page, you'll see the guy. There's the fan. Here. Oh, there. Yeah. That one. Okay, that picture. Okay, so you can see the fan blade is facing down. Down, right. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So if the clip is the way, cut back to me for a minute. Okay, if it's on the hat the way he shows it, you'll notice something strange. The solar panel is facing the ground. Okay.
You're right. The solar panel's on the thick part, which is on the bottom of his cap right now.
Yeah, right. Okay. Okay. However, also, so I put it on a cap. Oh, maybe you can zip through that video. So what happens is when you put it on a cap. All right, so there's actually this one here. Right. Is as you tilt it down, when you get the fan to where it will blow on you, it doesn't clear the brim of the cap.
It does point. It points straight down, just like in the photo. It just
yes,
will not.
Exactly. The only way for the fan not to hit your hat is to face down, and so it is totally useless. It's useless. It's totally.
Yeah,
unless you want to cool your feet.
Right. Or maybe you have a baby in your arms.
That would be it. Might, but also like you, the
output,
the fan, the output is terrible.
Right.
The output is terrible.
I remember this also inspired some warehouses and some letters. People, I think, all kind of jumped on board on the solar powered fan option, and so some other people were letting us know about it. But yeah, both of them, mine and yours, were both absolute duds when it came to. Here I guess I realized that if you carry a big heavy flashlight around with you, you could actually power it. You plugged it into the wall. Mine had another option. Yes. Mine, I'm seeing now, you could power it from a 3-volt power charger, but it didn't do much. No good. Okay, so that was the saga of the hats. Maybe I'm just gonna mix it all the way up, Dickie D, and we're just not gonna follow the order that I had set earlier. Carefully perpetrated, carefully constructed order. Because we did me the solar hat, you the portable solar fan, so we're going back to me, and so this one was a gadget that you covered, and it was the drip insulated water bottle. And inside of this bottle, it was just so weird to me that the top of the bottle has a plug. It has a little place to charge the water bottle. Here's your video that you did with them. Okay. And I was confused by, why would it need a plug and why would you need to charge your bottle up? Turns out that the bottle comes with headphones included. So you charge the cap of the bottle. YouTube does not want to play with us today. It's very upset with us. Here we go. So there it is charging. So you charge the cap of the bottle, and then included in the cap are some headphones. And it just seemed like a convergence of products that just did not need to live together. Like, you just didn't need the headphones with the bottle to be all integrated together. Now this company... Are they still around? So that's the other thing that I wanted to bring up is ROQ Innovations, ROQ Innovations, the people who made this. And so I went to their website to see, what do they still sell it? How much did it go for? I cannot find this product anywhere. They've switched to these beanies that have headlights, which is funny because you keep that in mind for next episode. Yes, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Right. Also, face masks and neckties, and even heading up here to all of their products. It's just not available anymore. They just do not have this water bottle. Because when I did it, they said this is coming out in the fall. And they probably got no reaction from anybody at the show. Totally. And figured, let's not even make this. Totally. So anyway, I wanted to cover that because of the investigation I did afterwards. Like, this product does not exist. And also I didn't think that it was a very useful product in the first place. It just seemed like a convergence that didn't quite need to exist. So there you go. The drip.
Well, you were correct. You were correct.
The drip water bottle that ended up being vaporware.
Exactly.
Okay, now I'm going to toss it to you, and this was probably I don't know if you're on the same wavelength as me, because I have changed it all over. I'm thinking of doing some stretching, maybe downward dog yoga.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay.
This may be one of my favorite worst things that happened.
I subscribe to a bunch of letters, Deal of the Day and Genius Deals and Brad Steels. Brad Steels actually often finds really good discounts. And this particular one, the discount was on Amazon, which made me think, oh, this is going to be a great deal, because sometimes you end up on a website, you don't even know if it's a legitimate website or not. So this was, I'll just read a couple things that Amazon said about it. Thick, high-density, anti-skid yoga mat exercise pad. Okay, use it for yoga, Pilates, stretching, meditation. Look at the thickness.
Oh, yeah.
We're showing you the actual ad.
And look how nicely it
right
rolls
now,
up there. Oh, man. That's great.
Oh, yeah. And normally, the regular price is $52.50, but it is on sale. Right now, they're just selling it straight out for $10.50. When I bought it, it was $52, and they sent me a $42 off coupon. So I was excited about this. I bought 2 of them. Okay. When the postman handed me an envelope marked yoga mat, I thought,
something's wrong
here. Here is my yoga mat, my big, thick yoga mat that I can do Pilates, stretching, meditation. And I began to think
you may have been had.
Even for 10 minutes. And also, I thought, even before I open it, I'm going to weigh it, because, a yoga mat, this is a super thin yoga mat that I had been using. And even that thing weighs like a pound. So this heavy duty yoga mat weighs in, we can't see the scale, but I believe it's 5 ounces. So a 5-ounce yoga mat is not your best.
Packaging seems more substantial than the yoga mat.
Than the yoga mat.
The crinkly stuff. Oh my gosh.
The thing is, when you feel the mat is thick like in the picture, except the yoga mat is
it's like a large
10.8 inches wide and 24 inches long. It's not a yoga mat. It's a placemat. All right. And just because I'm the ultimate tester, I put it on the floor to see if indeed
it's like a large mouse pad. Is really like
there you go. There you go. It's like a generous
mouse pad,
placemat or a very wide mouse pad.
You couldn't even use it as like a house, like a greeting mat. It would be too thin.
No. So now the funny thing is, I'm glad you showed that original picture,
right?
Because
it's changed.
They changed it's still on Amazon. It's on Amazon with 15 reviews, including mine, with a picture of me measuring it. But now
this is the new image.
The new image. Okay.
Yeah.
But
that's not even correct.
They disclosed the dimensions by saying it is 23.69.80.6 inches. What the hell?
The most convoluted way I have ever seen someone. That looks like an IP address. Oh my gosh. And then just the reviews. It's you.
That's me with how big it is. Atrocious. And it's still up there.
Yeah.
And one person gave it 2 stars, and the rest of us gave it 1 star, because you can't give less. So 82% of the people gave it 1 star.
Who's that one person that gave it 2 stars? Hey, at least you know they're not farming reviews. You know that all of these are legitimate people.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my
What
gosh.
the 2-star person? What did they say?
Yeah, I'm looking for
Like
them.
like the envelope it came in.
Weird. I wonder if it was removed because it says that there's 18%, but you click it, it says none. Oh,
None. Oh, okay.
Gosh,
Okay.
that is just too funny.
I like it. All types of yoga. The description's the same. All types of yoga, Pilates, stretching, meditation, and floor exercise. Heavy duty.
The only thing you could possibly do on that is like a plank. There's no way. That's one of my favorite worst of gadgets. Just the false advertising of it is just too
And
funny.
I have 2 of them. So if I put them together, I have a 10-inch wide, 48-inch long yoga mat.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that it was worth $20 just to get the laughs out of it.
Okay, so back to me. This is a gadget that you ended up getting. And I believe that you found this on a deal of the day.
The hex lamps?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So this is it on until gone. So $30 for a 5-pack of these little hex lamps, and they're touch sensitive, is what they say. You can touch them to turn them on and off. And I've seen this. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, and arrange them any way you want because there are connecting contacts on each plane. So you make a design you want as long as one touches another.
Right, right. And I've seen LED style wall hanging stuff before because, this is just like kind of a cool looking thing. I've looked at them for the studio before. So I was really interested when you started talking about them. So here's you testing them now. You had them all out of the packaging, and they kind of snap together there, like you were showing. But when you really tried to start using them, they were just so crummy that I don't even remember if they would work.
At first I thought, oh, wait a minute. I'm hitting them. I have to just slide my hand over them. And then that didn't work either. For some reason, one of them lit, and they were just
crummy.
It was just, I forgot what they cost, but whatever it is, I threw my money away.
Right.
And when you buy from those deal of the day things, I don't even know how you return it. Amazon at least makes it easy to return stuff.
Yeah.
But,
and if I remember correctly, you had even
another one would go off.
You had found them on Amazon, I think. Here you go. Lots of choices on Amazon.
But, I did. Okay.
But it looks like not anymore. Not anymore.
Not anymore. No, that doggy ate them all.
Yeah.
See, I got them to work a little bit.
But still, I think that they were just so crummy that it was just like, no.
They were really crummy.
You kind of look like a DJ there. That last one won't turn on there.
Yeah. So I would not get them.
Yeah. That was one of my crummy ones. Didn't like it. Okay, now you want to go to the box?
Let's see.
Might be a good one.
I did the solar cap. Oh yeah, let's do that. All right. So here from iTech, we'll show you the picture that they sent in the email, and so it's the iTech mystery box of tech. Okay. Not $99, $19.99. And you can see there's the box.
I mean, there's just so much stuff in there. I mean,
there's some Beat headphones.
Oh, yeah.
There's a wristwatch. There's a charger.
Is that a Windows
there's a nice
10?
Yeah, it looks like an iPad.
Yeah.
Some kind of a tablet. Bluetooth speaker. 2 of them.
Yeah.
And not only 2 sets of Beats, 3 sets of Beats.
Oh yeah, you're right. 1, 2, and 3 back there.
1 set of Beats pods. Okay, so I sent my $20, and I got one of those battery LED switches. It looks like a light switch, but there's a little LED bulb inside it. I got a fast charging cable, in description only, because it said on the thing itself, charging at 1 amp, which is not okay. A 3-foot HDMI cable. I got a billion of those. A 3-foot audio cable. Who needs that? It was really a box of crap. And I'll put the link up again in the show notes so you can go through it. But everything in the box came to more than $20, but it was nothing I wanted. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So basically, I got to.
They forced you to spend $20 on stuff you didn't want.
Yeah, and one of the worst was these. Some crappy headphones, but there were these little cable wraps that on eBay are like 6 for $2, including shipping, except they came in this nice box. So it looked like, wait a minute, they're gold and they come in their own little box, and they are nothing but a little piece
it's
of...
one. I thought it was two.
No, it's two of them. No. Oh, no, it's not reversible. It's two distinct little cable wraps that are really crappy. As I said, I believe on eBay they were selling them 6 for $2 with free shipping. It's
bad.
Anyway.
Yeah, real bad. Ugh. A box crap.
Yeah. For $20.
For $20. Okay, so my turn again. This one I thought was another one of those fantastically hilarious, almost fake advertising situations. So on Amazon, looks great. It looked actually really, really good. This was a sweater that had a spot for a smartphone to go inside of it. And so you could play a campfire video on your smartphone and it would actually show up in the sweater. I thought that was clever. Everyone has a smartphone. You slip it inside really easily, and then you have, an ugly sweater with a fun and clever, addition to it. The problem was, once you got it, there was no possible way to fit to fit a phone inside. It was too small of an opening for you to fit a normal phone inside.
A normal, yes. I got my Galaxy S4.
Which was just, I assume, just laying around.
Yeah, oh yeah. And by stretching it out. So there would be no way to get a modern phone in there. And the app is crap.
Right.
So I just went on YouTube and downloaded a fireplace video. I also noticed is it now $15? Is it still up there?
Yeah, it is.
I paid $30.
Ugh. Just look at the phone they used in the advertising. That's like an original iPhone 4 or something like that.
Yeah, it almost looks. Yes, it almost looks like the iPad Touch.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's just ugh. So that I thought was funny. This is definitely a gadget that needs to be updated for modern times. It needs to have a larger phone spot.
Yeah. Somebody had a warehouse full of these, and they thought, let's dig them out and pawn them off on people as an ugly sweater for Christmas.
Perfect. And I think we've come to our last worst of gadget.
Oh, okay.
Or did I miss something?
Let me just give a quick look. I think you did. No, but it's not a crappy gadget. But I wanted to check in on something I saw last year. I don't know if you remember the Smart Potato.
I do remember the Smart Potato.
The Smart Potato was downstairs at I forgot which hotel it was in a part of the show called Eureka Eureka, like the new gadgets. And this man was, do you have that little video? Maybe the guy can just explain himself what his smart potato does.
Okay, here we are.
We need one.
Yeah.
Next year at CES, it will be the next big thing. It will be everywhere. Because, potatoes, they are really sensible beings. But until now, we were not able to communicate with them. This is why I developed the Neuraspert. It's an ultra high bandwidth potato machine interface. You can plug it into any potato. It's self-powered by the potato, and it will pick up the potato brain waves. And then, by using artificial intelligence, it can translate the potato language into Bluetooth. So you can monitor in real time how's your potato doing, but also you can use your potato like a personal assistant, like Alexa. You got any big question in your life, you can ask the potato. Hey potato, should I buy the new iPhone? And then the potato will answer to you. And it says yes. So this will be on sale. This is already on sale on Indiegogo for $29. You can get one. And I bet you it's more useful than a smart toothbrush.
There's something about him saying the brain of the potato. It makes it sound like a Frankenstein. Oh,
that's very funny.
Frankenstein's monster.
Now, if you go to their Indiegogo page, they were not very successful.
No, sadly.
They
needed $33,000.
Right. They made 11% of their goal. Now, I tried to get the guy. I went back to the booth many times, but he always had a big crowd. I just wanted to talk to him and say, listen, I work for Mad, and you should be writing for Mad because this is such a funny thing. But someone at the booth said that they had read about him in a French magazine, that he thought it would be funny to invent something bizarre and present it to CES to see if he could get a booth there.
Oh,
so I'm not sure how much he paid. Oh, there he has. I mean, it's very well done. He has a chart there about how his potato matches up with other devices that you. Oh, okay. If he would have reached $120,000, they would have had a potato network where potatoes could talk to each other. It's very funny.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he got the booth for free. I don't think so. I believe the cheapest booth is $600, and it's really little. It's like the size of
approved by CES.
Yes, exactly. He got it up there, and he was there for 4 days, dead serious.
Oh my gosh.
About this thing, and he designed, I guess, just one of them.
Yeah. That's so funny.
So, yeah,
that's very funny.
So there's somebody with a. It would have been nice if CES was in person this year. They might have done version 2 would be the smart radish.
Yeah.
Because it would be much easier to carry around.
Who knew? He may have upgraded to a lemon. A lemon's may generate more power. Who knows?
That could
have a neuro.
The smart raisin for travel.
Exactly.
Because that would be really, really tiny.
Right. Yeah, but I know that the smart kumquat was just rejected right out. Not going to do that one.
Dan Wally in the chat room says the place that he's listed from is actually in the middle of the French Alps. So that... Oh, that's very funny. Chumley says the mashed potato network works only on gravy V waves. So...
You can tell he knows what's going on. I mean, just look at this last frame of your video. He's like, Did we get him? Did we get him?
Yes.
Do you believe me?
He says it's even smarter than your smart toothbrush. Now next week we have among our best of, we have a toothbrush that doesn't claim to be a smart toothbrush, but it's really it's inventive.
It's useful.
Inventive.
It's useful.
It's useful.
Well, that was the worst of the Giz Wiz's products that we covered. Not the worst of the Giz Wiz. Those were the products we thought were the crummiest over the last year. We bought them, so you didn't have to.
That's right. That is correct. And I buy some stuff that is so bad. It has to be bad enough to be funny,
right,
to make a video about it.
Right.
And sometimes I buy something and
there's an uncanny valley that happens. It has to to be so absurdly bad that it's funny. If it's just halfway bad, it's just depressing.
Yeah, it's just you just out $10 to $20. That's all.
Right.
So,
well, we couldn't do it without those of you who are watching right now and those of you who support the show. So thank you so much for your support. If you want to support the show, you can at patreon.com/GizWiz. Thank you to everybody who has ever given us a single dime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to use those pennies to generate some power using some lemons, and maybe we'll make a smart lemon penny machine at CES 2022. Really, really appreciate that so much. If you want to, you can support at patreon.com/GizWiz. You can also head on over to gizwiz.tv, click on the Patreon tab. There's a big ol' Patreon banner, but there's also a PayPal link if you want to give via PayPal. And we had a very, very nice holiday donation, so thank you to you who donated.
Yes, exactly.
Very nice.
That was so wonderful.
It really was.
And don't forget, there's a new what the heck?
We get to find out what the heck was it? What the heck is it?
So go there and tell me what you really think it is. Tell me what you think the last one was.
So I actually don't know. Like, for honest, I guessed that it had something to do with seafood, basically, because it has these claws in
it.
Here,
so the most given wrong answer was some sort of claw prosthetic replacement for a crab.
So
now this thing, when I told Leo the answer, he ran right on Amazon and bought one. So go down.
So wait, so now that we're actually doing this, I'm going to kind of deconstruct what I see. This looks like some type of clamp. So I'm going to guess, I don't know the name of it, or I don't know the exact thing, but I'm going to guess that this clamps on a table, and then you put it's like you hold like an umbrella with it or something.
That's pretty close.
Okay.
That's pretty. Yeah.
But it was funny is like I had never looked at it that big, so I had never even come up with that concept until right now. So
actually, it's very clever. So scroll up or down, I can't remember. Oh yeah. Isn't that clever? So it clips onto a pot, and it holds whatever you're stirring the pot with, the utensil, over the pot.
So that if it drips back into the pot. You're not dirtying up your counter.
You don't have to worry about it falling down and getting the counter messy. And it's like, I think it was $7 or $8.
That is smart. That is smart. That is a good gadget.
Yeah, it is. And only 3 people guessed it.
Wow.
So I gave away 15 Mads.
Here are some of the answers. I'm maybe losing you.
You know, it almost could be that. You know, double cooking tong when cooking is complicated. A tong from Krusty Krab in Bikini Bottom. I guess that's
yeah, that's SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob, yes. SpongeBob. Training cloths for a preteen clown. Shower rod curtain, a cell phone holder. That's clever.
Oh, that's good.
This just Dennis and I broke us up. It makes no sense whatsoever, but it's so weird. Chopsticks for hot dogs. What is that? But it was so bizarre. We had to give him.
Give him credit.
Yeah. Twist off bottle cap opener, possibly.
That's good.
Tooth extractor. Jeff sent that in. You know the Operation game. Mm-hmm. So this is tooth extractor for the Operation Dentist game, I guess.
That's good. It would have been maybe an Operation game bumpers, like bumpers in bowling. This won't. Won't cause the thing to go bzzz. So.
Anyway, we did give away 18 Mads, and there's a new one up at the top.
Okay.
The January-February game.
Oh my gosh. It looks substantial. I'm gonna say it's obviously an 18th century plow for planting toast seeds for toast trees.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a product we need to take to CES.
Yeah. Toast trees.
Seeds.
Yeah, toast seeds.
To grow toasted sandwiches.
Yeah. How else are you going to get toasted bread? You got to grow it. It grows on trees.
It's great. It reminds me of a British documentary, probably on YouTube, that was played in theaters. It was so funny. The town that grows spaghetti. And they had all these trees with these hanging down, and the natives come out early in the morning to pick spaghetti, and it was so well done. And it was one of the funniest things I ever saw. Spaghetti tree. Who knew spaghetti grew on trees?
Man, I did not know spaghetti grew on trees. But if you think you know what this gadget is, get a guessing over gizwiz.biz. 6 Med magazines for correct answers, 12 Med magazines for funny, clever, and hilarious answers. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. One more thing before we get into the very final moments of the show. I got this for Christmas, and I kind of wanted to show it to you. I got a ton of really old Mad magazines.
Oh, my word.
So this is the Foldies. So this is the 6th.
The Follies, the Mad Follies.
Oh, the Follies. Oh, God, yeah, I'm just so dyslexic. Yeah, the Follies, Mad Follies.
Mad Follies, and it has, are the stamps still in there?
Yes. Look at that.
Okay.
So is this the stamps you were talking about that people would mail in?
No, there's also, they look more like actual postage stamps.
Yeah, look at that. So there's that.
That's great.
More trash
pocket medals. Are the medals in there too?
Let's see.
Because usually people take the.
Doesn't look like it.
Someone took them out already.
Yeah. And then we have this. This is the actual issues. Those were like special issues.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I have 110, 120, 123, 124, and 128. This one's from April 67.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Mad was 30 cents.
Yeah, look at that. Cheap.
Oh my gosh.
And I think I found yours in here. I think this one was yours. This 007. Yeah, writer Dick DiBartolo.
Oh, okay. I think that was a TV series called Run for Your Life.
Yeah, the life of your run.
The life of your run.
Yeah, that is so funny. Anyway, so I just found all these.
They're very nice.
Yeah,
they're fun to see. Oh, this is a very clever thing. So they did one. Bill Gaines. I don't know who came up with the idea, but they presented it to Bill, and Bill said, "You know what? They printed 4 different covers." With 4 different numbers.
No way.
Yes, and they.
So you would think that it was special.
Yes, when you got to the newsstand and thumbed through, you'd go, "Oh my God, they're all separately numbered," because they figured once you get to past 4 of them, you're going to think they did number them. So it was very clever.
That is clever. That is very clever. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, just wanted to show that off right before we close out the show.
That's excellent. And we should mention also, this week and next week, we're not doing viewers' videos, okay?
Yep.
I did overlook one person's video, and he emailed me and reminded me that he had sent in a video, so we'll do that in a couple of weeks. But we are looking for more viewer videos for the Gadget Warehouse segment, okay? So anything to do with a gadget. If it's an old gadget, that's our favorite. But anything to do with a gadget you got for Christmas, gadget you got for the holidays, a piece of crap, you bought something that you hated, do a little video about it. Save somebody money because you'll save them the aggravation of thinking it was good and buying it. So make a little video, 1 to 3 minutes, okay? Horizontal plane, make sure that we can hear you and see the gadget. Put it up on YouTube, and there's a little drop-down menu when you upload. Click Unlisted, and that way only people with the URL will be able to see it. And send us that URL. It's mail@gizwiz.tv. Okay, mail@gizwiz.tv. There's an option there for private. Don't use that because then only you can see it. Okay, mail@gizwiz.tv. Anything to do with a gadget, and 1 to 3 minutes. Get it in there, and you'll win the whatever the current issue of Mad Magazine is. And if you live outside of the U.S., I will autograph a 38-year-old Alfred E. Newman photo, send you a high-res image, no matter where you are in the world. Just print it out where you are. Hang it up, and no one will know it's not the original.
Perfect. And we just want to say one more thank you to our patrons. Head on over to gizwiz.tv for all of our previous episodes. You can watch us live Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. And that about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
Bye.